They are never going to make this rendition of Leia ever again in any format.
What a piece of junk.
Hello, welcome to another edition of Toys in the Attic. I'm your host, Vic. All right, Power of the Force, Han Solo, blaster, pistol, and holster. And this one comes with a Comtech chip, so this must have been the precursor to episode 1 figures, which all came with this com chip. And if I'm looking right here, I still have the Comtech reader, and it would say a couple of quotes from the movie. The technology for the late 90s was kind of cool, but almost completely useless. I don't know anybody who actually played with this the way it was intended, but we do have it. All right, next up, Power of the Force, freeze frame action slide. And that's a scene from Han Solo and Lando reunite at Bespin Cloud City. And he's got his heavy assault rifle and blaster pistol. This is when they went back to the normal size Han Solos. He doesn't have the giant muscles that he had on the red cards. All right, here's a figure that I've been hearing people wanting for the Black Series for a long time. This is on the Power of the Force. This is Lobot with transmitter and the blaster rifle. And it also has the freeze frame action slide. Next up, one of my favorite characters from Star Wars. This is Greedo. This is a great looking figure, especially for the Power of the Force. I don't have him for the Black Series. I missed him. I didn't collect the Black Series for the first 4 or 5 years. It's something that I just got into. I don't see him out that often. But this one has the Comtech chip. And so that's kind of neat. I didn't even realize I had this. Next up, the Sith accessory kit. This one comes with a cloak, a firing backpack, 2 probe droid missiles, a stand, macro binoculars, a wrist comm link, a lightsaber, and a lightsaber handle. I'm not sure how much of this stuff was actually used in the movie. Well, we know that the lightsaber was. Next up, we have a 2-pack secure right here. Comm link, Jawa, Gonk droid would be awesome. Yellow bubble. It's weird how some of these do that and some of them don't, but this one's a yellow bubble. This one would be getting broken out. Next out of the box, Obi-Wan, Naboo, Padawan. So this is from episode 1. That's a cool figure. And one of my favorite figures, this is the Emperor's Royal Guard. It's a great figure to have, army building. I do have somewhere, and we will unbox it at some point, the original 1983 Empire Strikes Back Emperor's Royal Guard, and we'll take a closer look at that one when we get to it. What's better about that figure, the cloth robe, and it's open, so we'll actually be able to look at these, opposed to whatever reason I felt like we had to keep everything in boxes back in the day. Another favorite figure right here, and I actually have 2 of them showing up anytime from Hasbro Pulse, the in 6-inch form, but this is the Power of the Force Snowtrooper. Very cool figure. I might break this one out. I might keep this and break this one out. All the Stormtroopers, I'll probably take them all. I'll keep them all. Now we got freeze frame action, Hoth Rebel Trooper, and he's huge. He's buff. These guys, I didn't think they were on Hoth long enough to have a gym and a workout regimen, but these guys are massive. He's a cool looking figure. So I'm probably gonna, when I set up the diorama for the Hoth snow speeder that I just got, I might set up a little one because I got all these figures. I'll have the big and the little. Next up, Power of the Force, green card, Stormtrooper. No collection would be complete without a Stormtrooper. I would love to have 50 of these, a nice army. Just didn't see that many around. Here's an interesting one. This one took me a long time to find, and I was really excited when I got it. This is the freeze frame action slide, Princess Leia as Jabba's prisoner, otherwise known as Slave Leia, which I don't think you're allowed to say anymore. I also believe that they are never going to make this rendition of Leia ever again in any format, so it is a rarity, and this is actually one of the better looking Slave Leias in probably any collection that I've seen. This one looks pretty good. Next up, another figure I don't remember owning, but here it is. Freeze frame action slide. And what's cool about this figure is he's one of the first characters in Star Wars you even get to meet, and this is the Rebel Fleet Trooper. This is a figure I don't know why I own. This is 8-year-old Anakin. Wouldn't even know what to do with this. But here he is, Anakin, miniature. Sad story about this kid, I won't get into. Now we're coming down to the last of the box, and now we have just a couple of figures left. This is Captain Panaka, comes from episode 1, and it's a good looking figure. Then we have 00M-9. He is the commander of the battle droids. He's a cool figure. Maybe, I think, I may have enough battle droids to make an army. Now I have the commander of the battle droid army. So maybe that's something I'll think about setting up because I don't have these in the 6-inch. Another weird figure to own, Princess Leia in Ewok celebration outfit. I can't see too many kids wanting to purchase this and play with this. This must be another thing for collectors. It just seems like a weird figure for children to play with. And last in this box, Rune Haku from the Trade Federation. I actually like this figure, that and the Viceroy. I think both of those are really cool figures. For every figure that you see in this box, my son has the exact same figure broken out. We bought 2 of everything back in the day. We did get to actually touch all these figures. We did get to play with them all. We did get to try out all the comm links. So that was cool. And that concludes this box for this week's episode of Toys in the Attic. Join me next week where we discover another box full of hidden treasures and useless gems. Till next week, may the Force be with you, always.
What a piece of junk.